The original Alfred I. DuPont Institute was founded in the 1940s. It was a single building that housed girls and boys that were here primarily for orthopedic procedures.
We have 7,000 people enter through our outpatient front door on a daily basis, and we see 5,000 people through our inpatient door on a daily basis.
This expansion represents a new wave of children's hospitals. The vision was to provide a fantastic experience for our families and patients. A hospital that was planned for and designed by children and by families, that brings in nature and brings in light and brings in color and all of the amenities and support that they need while they are trying to support their child through the healing process.
I believe that the environment really matters to a family because a hospital room represents their home. And so what that environment looks like, how it feels, how it comes together, how thoughtful it is, really can make the difference for a family. It helps decrease a little bit of stress in a very stressful time for parents and children.
The patient room is broken down into 3 spaces. It's broken into the family space, the patient care area, and then the provider area as well.
We've received great feedback. Our patient satisfaction scores have gone up as a result of the environment, and the flooring is part of that environment.
The acoustic properties are very important. Back in 2007, I was part of construction for the neonatal intensive care unit, of which at the time I was the nurse manager. We selected Nora flooring for that very reason, for the acoustics. It does absorb those noises, and that's very important for patients who are trying to sleep and get rest and get better.
When we look at the rubber flooring, it does give us a much steadier surface. And when you look at having children in a hospital and you think about a toddler, what do toddlers do? Toddlers are learning how to walk and how to run. They run faster than mom and dad. And so knowing that there is a slip resistance there, that they're not going to topple over, is a real plus. Putting that into our building was a proactive step we could take.
Maintenance of a floor in a hospital the size of this is extremely critical. So when there's a floor that is needing to be buffed or cleaned or stripped of the wax and re-waxed, we need to tie off that area. The fumes still go throughout the unit, and it is very annoying to the staff that's working there, but especially our patients.
I was coming down from the elevators the other day, and I ran into 2 of our maintenance staff that were cleaning the floors that day. And they were changing from the new building and going back to the old building, and they were very upset that they had to change pads and they were going to have to wax, and they were not looking forward to going back and doing the floors in the old building because it's so easy to maintain the floors in the new building.
Family Advisory Council and Youth Advisory Council at Nemours is an extremely important portion of what we do here every day. You know, our customers are our children and our families, and so in order to do a really good job, we need to involve them in making decisions.
We really elicited and focused and took to heart the opinions of our families and of the kids, and have the families try out everything, push the buttons, jump on the furniture, lay on the different beds, and really tell us what they thought, right down to colors and materials, fabrics.
It is quite a dynamic moment when you take an item to them for input and they kindly tell you that you haven't thought about it from the family's perspective or you haven't thought about it from the children's perspective. A young boy said to me, you know, I'm worried about my mom when she has to get up at night and turn off my IV pump and come over and actually call the nurse from my bed. Can't you put a call bell next to the couch when she's sleeping so she doesn't have to get out of bed? And so we put that in.
We are very proud of this hospital, and when you walk into the front door, you can just feel the difference, and Nora flooring has really been part of that.